So now that your organizer and venue have been set up, the next thing we want to do is create our event. You want to head over to your left column menu and select Schedule Event. This will open a new window. On this page is where you will begin building your event. All of the information that you input on the form, after it has been moderated by the administrator, your event will show up on the front end of the website in the Events page. Typically, the approval process is usually between 14 and 24 hours, and then you will receive an email approval notification. So next we are going to build out our event by filling out the form starting with the event title. This is the name of the event you will be hosting. Just type in here. Next, under Event Type, you will list the type of event here. There are a number of event types to choose from, such as meeting and networking, rally, seminar, trade show, and so on. If you do not see your event type listed, feel free to contact us to have it added to the list. The same thing goes for the category as well. Simply click the drop-down and choose your category. For illustration purposes, we are going to go with the business and professional. Next, you can choose whether this will be a local event or online virtual event. But for purposes of illustration, we are going to choose to host locally because remember, we created the venue and we want to demonstrate how members will complete the steps for setting up their event using the venue. Next, you enter the location zip code and then add the address of the location in the event location field. If you want a highly professional represented event, it is recommended that you create a banner for the event. We have a separate lesson which you review on how to create a banner using a free online application called Canva. We provide a quick button to access that lesson. Once your cover art has been created, you can then upload by selecting Choose File under Event Banner section. You would go out to your desktop computer, locate and upload your file. Now that your banner is uploaded, the next thing you want to do is describe your event in the description box. Below that is your registration, email or URL link goes here. This depends on if you are hosting a local event, virtual event, paid or free. If you will be hosting a paid event, you will need to set up a payment gateway for ticket purchase through PayPal or any online merchant payment systems to accept payments. You will then enter the link here that will direct them to the payment site. Once the purchase is completed, you can send them digital tickets or hard tickets by mail. If this will be a virtual event, then you can simply set up your Zoom meeting and add the registration link. And then again, it will direct them to register on your Zoom registration page. Next, you can add a video to highlight your event. This is optional but highly recommended. Next, you enter in your start date and time and your end date and time. Usually this will be same date at 1, 2, or 3 hour intervals. Next down is the ticket options. We touched on this a bit with the registration setup, but this ties in with paid or free events. You simply check the button that applies. Next is the registration deadline. This comes into play most likely when you are hosting a local event, and you need to have all of your registrations in by a certain time. This allows you to impose a cutoff date and time if you need preparation before the event. Next, you have the option to make this event a recurring event. Just choose daily, weekly, or monthly. Next down is our organizer details. This is where we created our organizer in the first lesson, and as you can see here, we have David Newbill loaded in as our host and presenter. Next down is our venue. Again, from the first lesson, we created the venue for the Horizons Conference Center. We have already loaded in our venue, so we are now ready to create the event. Click Preview. If everything is in order, click Submit. And that is it. Once you submit your event, you will then be taken to a confirmation page stating Event Submitted Successfully. Your event will be visible once approved. After your event has been approved, it will appear on the event page and can begin promoting to the public for registrations and sign-ups. As you can see, this is the event we created. You have your professional banner displayed. This is prime real estate for your event page and never should be left blank. This immediately tells visitors something about the event and can create interest and intrigue. Next, you can see the description we inputted. On the right column, you have registration link up at the top, the date and time of event, the location of event, the event type, and event category we entered. Below is the video we added that can provide more information about the event, a mini commercial, and highlight certain guest speakers, subject matter experts, and topics, giving your visitors more reasons to attend. Next down is the social media share icons. This is where you can share your event across multiple social media platforms. You will notice that at the top of your event is an eyeball symbol. This is the number of impressions or views, meaning the number of people that saw this event. This will increase with every share to social media or email campaigns that you run to promote your event. Last but not least, down below is the organizer information. This scheduler comes standard, even with basic membership, and gets big results when set up properly and utilized. Enjoy, and wishing you much success.